There we go. Holy moly. Look at the death and destruction. Wow. You gotta have a look-see inside there.
It takes a special breed to be a truck driving man, and a steady hand to pull that load behind.
All right, so Sunday. Last week I put new batteries in the man lift, and they were only 25% charged straight out of the store, which concerns me because at 25% they'll start sulfating up if they've been sitting there a long time. But I put the 2 solar geysers we have on there, and it took 3 days to get them up to 100%. They're finally at 100%. Anyway, then I got out my sonic cleaner and poured some of the expensive soap in there. And I've been putting D9 parts in there. So, let's see, where is it? Right here somewhere? Yeah. So this was covered in paint, yellow paint, looked like hell. And it's actually taken the paint off of that pretty dang good. Now this piece here, I had previously cleaned it with a wire wheel, I think. And it's got the paint off of it pretty good. So apparently you just need a lot of heat. Heat and vibration. That's what I need, some heat and vibration. So I put some more stuff in there and turned it on again. So it heats it up to 80 degrees communist. I don't know what 80 communist converts to in freedom degrees. Let's run a little quick what if here. 80. 176 freedom degrees. Oh, that'll stir up the foreigners, won't it? Americans and their freedom degrees. That's funny. I don't care who you are. That's funny. So, I am doing stuff slowly but surely. That one coupler I pulled out came off the turbo. I threw that turbo out the door. It ain't no good anyway. This will get a switchblade. So, I've been doing some reading online about paint remover. And if you remember, I think it's back when I was doing the Cummins, I bought some methylene chloride. And they say if you mix it, what is it, 85 parts methylene chloride, and I can't remember, it's like maybe 4 or 5 parts acetone, that you can just brush that stuff on and the paint just dissolves, falls off. So we'll see how that works out. I'm going to give that a whirl. Anyway, I need to roll the garbage, the wheelie bin out to the road to see if some asshole runs over it. And then tomorrow we'll be back out here and see how it did on removing the paint and the gunk out of everything I put in the sonic cleaner. So, got the oil cooler cleaned up, flushed it with solvent, shook it around, swished it, drained it several times, let all the solvent drain out, and then I filled it with clean solvent, washed it, dumped it out. It's been sitting on the bench here for quite a while, so I pulled that bottom plug out, put a paper towel in it to soak up whatever's left. Here's my pile of parts I've been cleaning. It's kind of nice. The pile on the pallets is going down. So I thought I would take the aftercooler cover off and see if we were leaking here. And of course, The aftercooler is no good. Look at the leak. So, I need somebody to hook me up with an aftercooler. I bet you can't even buy that anymore. What do you bet? So, we'll get that apart, strip this down, clean it up, and just keep moving on, I guess. So, in order to get these apart, you got to get these off of there, pulled out. I mean, if you take all these out, the aftercooler will come out, but then you got this stuck on there. So let's see what kind of damage we can do to see if we can get those loose. Of course, they ain't been out of there in 5,000 years. It's always got a screwdriver, I think. Don't believe the gas. There might be wrong. Turn it up. And the gas there. Let's see if it's on there. So like, ooh. It's all like a part easy. No. No screen, Bob. Take it apart. Not really part easily. Okay. The gas is loose. It's actually rotating a little. Yeah, that's just not moving. Okay, it's at all. Whatever. Really trying to plan. Rotate this. Why good? Is it? Not that good. Sorry. Oh wow. You might have. Well, I think take a look at this, up and see if the burn loose. So if I remember correctly, basically what you got is, and this one looks like it's probably plugged wherever it was. But you see that bleed hole? That bleed hole, in case this O-ring leaks, which you could see that was leaking there, you should bleed antifreeze out here. And then it's these pipes laying here. There should be a weep hole on those pipes, but they're usually plugged up unless you keep them cleaned out. So let me keep working on this, see if I can get it out. So this is how I had to get the other one out. I had to heat it until the O-ring started bubbling up out of the top. It's got yellow O-rings in it. I'd have to look in the book. I don't remember if they're supposed to be yellow or black. But man, that was stuck. Holy moly. Starting to see O-ring come up out of it like a snake. It's yellow. Let me show you. So I cleaned that all out with the O-ring pick. See the yellow right there starting to come up. It's burning. It was still a bear to get that pried out of there. It was nasty. See all that coming up out with the O-ring. Cremating it slowly but surely. No more water blowing out of that hole. She's hot, man. Hot, 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 hot. All right. So, we'll let it cool off a little. Phew, that stinks. Where is my little pick? Where did that go? Oh, it's over there. I suppose that's probably just burning O-ring. Burning O-rings. There we go. See this one? You can see that bottom one, it didn't really touch it. But the top one, it turned it to fried goop. So we'll just let her cool down a little and then we'll start trying to pry on it. Or maybe we'll just try right now. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Starting, trying. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Where's Mother? Thought I had another big screwdriver here. Don't know where he's gone to. That's coming better than the other one. So now, what I do is take one of these, if I can get it in there, and start prying on it. Get it in there. Yeah. Oh yeah, this one's might come a little easier. Might come a little easier. All right, time for the other biggin. Time for the biggins. Biggins. Mr. O'Higgins. Can't get it in there. Don't have enough room yet. So let's take this one, drive it in over here. Oh man. Man, oh man, oh man. Yeah, she's coming. Much easier than that other one. Just takes a lot of heat. That's all. Okay. There we go. Oh, looky there. So not only was it leaking here, it was leaking in there between the O-rings. Bad. Look at that. She was a leaking bad, Jeff. Alright, now we can pull this cover off and then pull the core out. There. Oh, too short. Oh, oh. No, that's no washer. There we go. A little bit of oil sampling. So I told them they had antifreeze in it. Not pressurizing the radiator, you know where it's coming from. There we go. Oh yeah. Look at that. Look at that pink cat antifreeze. Gas comes right off. It's all rusty underneath. Put on the glovies. Maybe I can get a hold of it and get it out. Oh, that is heavy. She's a heavy little bugger. There we go. Holy moly. Look at the death and destruction. Wow. You gotta have a look-see inside there. Holy moly. Oh, look at that crap. Look at the amount of antifreeze and dirt that was going in that engine. Man, oh man, oh man. There's your seals. And then between those is that hole right there. So if you get a leak it should show up out of that hole. But if you don't keep those holes clean with a wire or something, you're never gonna know. And I mean, I heated the crap out of those O-rings, so I've destroyed the top one. You can't really tell what was going on with the bottom one. So you would think this would all be choked up with antifreeze. So, I mean, how do you know where it's leaking? Guy just have to steam clean her up good and pressure test it. I don't know what else you could do. You know, in my entire life, I've never seen one of these go bad, but I mean, I never ran crappy antifreeze in them. But look at the stuff I scraped off in that corner. A lot of dirt, antifreeze. So I think you were ingesting dirt and antifreeze. And then you saw how plugged the head ports were on the manifold with this crap, especially in those back ones, because it was coming out the back. It was coming out. It was coming out everywhere. So I'll have to get these undone, take it outside, steam it out, clean her up. Anyway. Okay, public service announcement. So, on my short that I just showed all this, it said I had 2 comments. And on my mobile phone, it's hard to find those. I figured it wasn't showing up in the comments. And so I went to my studio, finally found it. When I go in the house, if I go to the community tab and look at the comments and then click on held comments, I'll probably see it in there. So what held comments are if you use a swear word, or in the case of this comment that got held, he used the term illegal, ALIEN. So that's not an acceptable term anymore. You have to say undocumented. Anyway, if I go in there and I approve your comment, sir, I think YouTube tends to shadow ban my channel because they're going to see that I approved those comments, and that means Jeff is not a good person, so let's not promote his channel. So try to avoid using any terms that are unacceptable in this environment. Try to refrain from using swear words. I generally go in there and I approve those comments all the time because I don't care. But I've noticed over a long period of time that I've done that, I think YouTube goes, well, if he's going to approve that kind of language, then we're just not going to push his videos out there. That's just my opinion. I don't know if that's true or not. But I've had a lot of people that have always said, Jeff, your channel should have 1 million subscribers. Yeah, it should. Why doesn't it? The views have tend to peter out. I'm lucky if I get 10,000 views on a video. I thought people would be really interested in this D9 build, and there is, but I don't see the activity I used to see. And I can only think that the reason is because I use Sunshine Girls, but I went and took all those out. I had political stuff in there. I took all that out. So the guys who do have 1 million views never put any of that funny or fun stuff in there. You can't say anything anymore. You have to walk on eggshells. So I'm going to try to be squeaky clean from now on. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. So that's just my 2 cents. I don't know what to tell you. Try to keep it clean, boys and girls. So everybody wants to know where Mr. Griffey is. We haven't seen him. So there he is. Mama's gone. So he's been outside waiting for Jeff to come to the house. You looking for a place to poop, buddy? Ooh, let's see. Not that spot. Let's see. Yep, right there. Oh, yeah. Oh, squeezing them out. Oh, there they are. Tootsie Rolls. Corgi Tootsie Rolls. Oh, telephone. That's Vic. Hi, Vic. Let's see if I can answer it. Hello? That's Mr. Jpaydirt.
And remember, if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy.